XRP Red Alert. We have something really interesting happening with XRP. We have a lot of news as well. I haven't covered XRP in a couple days, so I want to hit on those. Also, if you hear some wheezing, it's the Bitcoin baby. He's very loud. He likes to talk in the videos, but I wanted to film this video for you because there's a lot going on right now. We see XRP continuing this same pattern that it's been in for all of December. This kind of symmetrical triangle pennant pattern. You can see just massive swings at the beginning, getting much tighter now. And at first, when we got rejected, we come all the way back down to like the midline or even down to the bottom of the triangle. So we're talking big moves, 274 all the way down to 190, 30-40% moves. Now we're seeing a rejection. We went down from 250 down to 230, so less than a 10% move. And now we're right back at this trend line again. So really fascinating stuff. Obviously, a lot of this does come back to Bitcoin, but XRP is showing a lot of strength here. And part of that might be the news that's come out recently. Now, if you don't mind, hit subscribe. Tell me that you like XRP down below in the comments, or I'll know if you hit subscribe or hit the like button. I appreciate that. Also, if you want to trade XRP, I think now is a great time to trade XRP. There's a link to BTCC underneath the video. There, you can trade hundreds of different cryptocurrency assets. You get a deposit of 10%, a deposit bonus of 10% on your first time deposit, and you get lower trading fees. There's no VPN or KYC necessary either. So they're not going to ask you your personal information. They're not going to ask you where you're from, nothing like that. So you can get this set up in just a few seconds. And yeah, you can start trading XRP. You can start trading these other assets. I am very long XRP right now. So I'm irresponsibly long on this position, which is 125x. I did this mostly for fun because I think we're going to see a breakout, but I have some larger positions as well that are lower leverage. But let's take a look at where XRP is at right now. So we've ranged, like I said, for a while. We have made a big move up over the last couple months from 50 cents to $2 and now 41 cents. With the inauguration day less than 2 weeks away, we could see some fireworks with XRP, the Ripple case maybe being resolved with a little bit more pro-crypto legislation, a little bit more guidance from the regulatory bodies on crypto, and that would really help the likes of XRP, which hasn't really been told what they are allowed and what they're not allowed to do in large part, along with a lot of the other crypto companies. What is interesting is they continue to get more and more airtime on big financial channels like Fox Business. Let's take a look at this real quick, and then we'll get into some of the news that's happened recently.
Just by Coinbase. That's another way to do it as well. Fair. And so, these are some different ways to be looking at things.
Another one you like is Ripple. Mm-hmm. You said it is the coin to be looking at right now.
Absolutely.
Why?
Okay, so Ripple actually was the second largest coin prior to the SEC's investigation of them. They did this really weird lawsuit against them. And basically, the Ripple is going to be the track that everything's going to be running on in the future. So they created their own stable coin right now.
Okay.
And Bank of America, like I said, they were doing 100% of their internal transactions. They've got 83 different patents on it, and there's some incredible stuff that's going to be coming out. So
these cynics, though, tell me, only put as much in this space as you're willing to lose. Effectively, as of now, some people say it feels like a casino. Mm-hmm. Do you agree with that?
That's the best example I have is this. Don't not get involved with something. Do whatever you would do for a nice weekend away with your spouse.
Okay.
And instead of doing that weekend, maybe put that in crypto. Here's what I'll tell you. 3 to 5 years from now, you either made some real money or you just lost one weekend together. Not a big deal.
I know, but I could have had that vacation,
you
right,
could have
David?
Vacation, or you made your retirement.
Well said. Okay, maybe that's a bet I'm willing to take. I wanted to just finish with you and follow full circle.
Okay. So that's probably a good rule of thumb. Like, go spend what you would spend on a vacation if you're going to start, or just dollar cost average with a little bit of money here or there, especially if you can cut back in certain ways to put into crypto. Of course, there has been a lot of news. He talks about the bank. He talks about Bank of America. Ripple added Bank of America to their website, with Bank of America holding a patent to use XRP as a bridge asset. So this is pretty big news from a couple days ago. Obviously, the more large companies that start working with XRP, the better. The more banks that work with XRP, the better. And they have recently Also, updated some information on RLUSD. Their volume soared 2,000% in a day. They had volume of 611 million, despite their $53 million market cap. Now, their $53 million market cap is self-reported, so I'm guessing they're not really updating it that often. They don't really care if it's shown correctly on CoinGecko or on CoinMarketCap. But yeah, their trading volume comes straight from the blockchain, so that's really interesting. Someone seemed to be testing them out and stress testing them. It could be, it could be Bank of America. It could have been this. Ripple partnered with SEPA Instant Credit Transfer System, handling $2.6 trillion daily. The demand for XRP is skyrocketing. So this came out a couple days ago as well. I think it was right around the same day that their volume spiked up. Keep in mind, too, there are FTX distributions going out right now. They started on January 3, $7 billion in cash to be distributed in 60 days and $9 billion to follow later. So a lot of people could be buying XRP or getting ready to buy XRP as well with some of this cash. Maybe they were around last cycle, XRP didn't do what they expected, and they're redeploying it into XRP for this cycle, or maybe like the likes of Sui, which is a high flyer this cycle. It's just been, I don't want to say nothing but up, because it sees constant 30% drawdowns, but if you just average it out, that is a very nice trend line. Also, Solana, Solana was one of the top cryptos that people on FTX held, obviously, and that's been a really good performer. Now it's been lagging a little bit the last couple weeks, but we'll have to continue to monitor this. Now, you can see here, XRP being drawn down just a little bit because Bitcoin is back under 100,000. It's actually at about 99,800 right now. And yeah, we're going to see volatility. We're going to see drawdowns. Yesterday, the Bitcoin ETFs bought almost $1 billion worth of Bitcoin. So be ready for volatility, especially if you do something crazy like this, 125x leverage. I've been negative 200%, up 200% back and forth, all in a pretty small range. But you can put stop losses on, which I have done. And like I said, I have much larger positions that are much lower leverage. Usually I go something like 3 to 10x leverage. But as you can see, we are seeing a bit of a red candle on Bitcoin, which is going to force down the rest of the market as well. We were back up at 102,700. So maybe some manipulation happening right now. So be ready for anything, even on XRP. If you do want to trade crypto, there's the link to BTCC underneath the video. Just make sure that you're comfortable with the positions you're making, because if you do go extremely high leverage, you can lose it. But also, you can make a ton of money in a very short time span as well. And if you just focus on lower leverage, that's probably the way to go. That's what I've done with 99% of my leverage portfolio. But sometimes you get itchy fingers. You see a nice setup, and maybe you expect a little bit of a breakout. I do think we could see a breakout too ahead of Inauguration Day. So if for example, this position I have that's extremely long gets liquidated, I'll probably just open another position that's lower leverage, probably still a little bit aggressive though. I'll be looking for a breakout around or before Inauguration Day. Of course, do your own research. Let me know your thoughts on all this underneath the video. Let me know if you're excited for where XRP's at, some of the announcements recently, and I'll see you all in the next one.